Please select a landing zone confirmed.
Roger. This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Mission not accepted. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Capture the White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Voila Yamasa.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence.
Your target, the White Mamba, showed up in this village out of the blue and took command of the child soldiers. The surrounding villages have been victims of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation. They're still kids. You can't kill any one of them, including the commander. If things get rough, neutralize them by knocking them out or by tranquilizing them.
You have arrived at your destination. map has been
That looks like the
updated.
target.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snap.
Looks like school's out. All you need to do is carry him to the LZ.
Mission info has been up. Support helicopter requested.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Welcome to Outer Heaven. We got rules around here. Never draw a weapon on a fellow soldier. You got that? Anyone here can use a knife or a gun. What you're gonna learn is how to use your head.
Let's move!
When you get that under your belt, then you're free to leave.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Please select a mission. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. Squad, on station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Rescue the 2 prisoners being held in a guard post to the southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Zoyamadiabul. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on in that place.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, an enemy squad is on its way to the guard post.
The map has been updated.
Watch yourself.
You have arrived at your destination. Enemy analysis complete. The analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Check her face.
The map has been updated.
There, that's the target.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Thanks. I'll pay it back soon. So, here to save me. I was
Enemy
called here
presence detected.
to
The map has been
transport
updated.
and set up equipment at the medical facility and examine the patients there. But never did I imagine.
Target extraction confirmed. Now extract the remaining target.
Detected. The map has been updated.
CP, begrijp. We gaan naar zo'n tocht, zo gauw als mogelijk. Uit. Alles geht sneller, dus zit hier. Vijandige aanval in actie. Allieerden, antwoord per gevecht.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You know, you've come to rescue me. I was asked to show that man around here. Dangerous work. I hated every second.
Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation.
Has been updated.
Great work. Now exfiltrate.
Please select a support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Mission complete, boss. Boss, we placed the 2 targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete. But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngamba. They examined the patients there nearly every day. They told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English was one of them. Boss, staying on the battlefield that long will have a negative impact on your health. Why not head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a while?
The boss is back. Let's go refuel and load up on artillery.
We're good to go, Chief.
What's the matter?
Stop this! Now!
What the fuck, you freak?
Give me a hand! Hold her still! Dismissed.
Payback for how they treated her?
Doesn't explain the others. She had every chance to kill them. Tight so. This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
Boss, about Eli. I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't worry, I'll have it done without him noticing. The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Please select a mission. Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Development complete.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching. Sun will set shortly. Enemy presence detected. The map has been enemy presence detected. The map has been enemy presence detected. Enemy presence detected. Enemy presence detected. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Enemy presence detected. You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a full... Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss. Don't hurt any of those kids. Disengage, or use your tranquilizer pistol or CQC to put him down gently.
Pangia, General Yabakala. Kilumbu.
Please select support helicopter requested.
Amono. Elaka mono mambu General Saraka. Bantu ya buta, tiyambele, etikaka mosi, beto nyoso, kebampangi, atampidina, yai kentango, ya kuvutuka diaka, ni mave, menga, kekilo, kukuta masa.
Caution, rain approaching.
Nambi kekilo, kukuta menga.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
All that's left is to extract the commander. That prisoner doesn't look like the target. Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Strike will commence shortly. Please select a strike point. Strike requested. Strike will commence shortly. Please select support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. 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 Whoa, whoa.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been
Gaining
updated.
altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. I know we can do better next time. Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
pictures as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route, find the man.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Spit it out. Speak. Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Spit it out.
Clouds approaching.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Marker placed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah!
That's an enemy guard post. Boss, let's try somewhere else.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Caution, rain approaching. Analysis complete.
Yeah!
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
That's the target. Eliminate him,
Analysis
however you see fit.
complete. The map has been updated.
Whoa, whoa.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
We'll let the client know he's been dealt with.
Info has been
Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Metabase. Clouds approaching. Enemy presence. Sun will set. The map has been updated. activated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Mission complete, boss. Our trafficker was very talkative. Guinea pigs. That's what became of his kidnapped victims. Says he got a good look at that factory at Zoya Badiabulu when he dropped off some fresh guinea pigs for them, along with our man without a face. His instincts told him to run like the rat he is. Said it wasn't worth the money. Figured he could be next. That's when he went to the NGO for help. He thought that in exchange for his buyer's list, they could set him up with a new identity someplace far away. He had an idea who he was up against, and he didn't want to take any chances. A true rat. But like us dogs, he knew when he smelled trouble. And something else. He said the specimens come from deep in the forest. We don't know what he meant by specimens just yet, but those guinea pig symptoms match what we've seen on the infected at Mother Base. Deep in the forest. Maybe there's the clue we need to beat this infection. Boss, the truth could be right around the corner.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Please select support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, about Eli. No matter how many times we talk to him, he just won't listen. He sees everything in terms of victory or defeat and still won't accept that you beat him. We're gonna have to put him in his place. Again.
Heading to
If you don't mind, come back to Mother Base and go in. Has that brat finally accepted that he lost? Hopefully now he'll be a bit more obedient.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Marker placed. Weather will clear shortly. destination.
Welcome home, boss.